Hello, everybody. My name is Dread, and welcome back to Miss Valley Entertainment News. We're going to take another stab at the Dragon's Dogma uproar again. Once again, this is a quick hit, and we're going straight over here to my Discord of what I just recently posted there. If you're wondering why I'm doing so many quick hits right now, why I'm reading off my Discord things I post there, it's quite simple. I'm working a lot right now. I work 10 to 12 hour shifts depending. I work a lot of nights, sleep a lot of days. Right now, in the middle of some upheaval in my schedule for a few weeks, where I'm working all kinds of different days. I'm going to be transitioning eventually into going back to working both days and nights in the same week. Things are a little bit crazy right now. When I don't get my normal 3 days off in a row, I do not get quality time to make longer videos, so I'm doing it this way. So this is what I just posted over here in my Discord, on Miss Valley Discord, about Dragon's Dogma. Everyone, something to note about Dragon's Dogma 2, amidst all the internet fervor uproar over various things. Something it is important to not lose sight of. The critics have absolutely loved this game. They say it is one of the best achievements in RPG gaming ever. Reconcile that with the Capcom hating losers and the game pirates, aka thieves, who advocate loudly for stealing this game over buying it, as well as a generation of players who don't understand that every game launched basically has some bugs that will need to be fixed in the first week or two. Makes you wonder who to trust, doesn't it? Maybe turn down the volume on your internet for a while, learn to go to different and various sources for your information, and not to believe loud outcries of rage and indignation that pop up immediately, often from people who have a history of doing the same to many games. Instead, chill, relax, wait it out, get informed. Now, if you're wondering where I got this about what the critics are saying, and I will link this as well over here for Legendary Drops. His video on Dragon's Dogma 2 is a valuable lesson. We're going to listen to the first 104 of this. He is going to bash some things in the game, and you're very welcome to disagree with some of the choices Capcom has made or Dragon's Dogma 2 has made. You're welcome to have opinions, okay? And Legendary Drops is welcome to have opinions. I don't agree with all of them. I agree with some of them. But I want you to listen to the first 104 of this video, in particular the last little bit, okay? Let's go.
Dragon's Dogma 2 is a bitter pill to swallow. It is everything that I would hope it would be. It is an incredible game. It's addictive. It's immersive. Last night, I streamed it for a couple of hours. The next thing I know, I'm up until 2 o'clock in the morning playing the game. I'm having so much fun with it. But at the exact same time, it's also the most conflicted I've ever been on a game, because of more reasons than I can count. The community and many of the people that have purchased Dragon's Dogma 2 are upset, and justifiably so. And we're going to talk about that, but we're also going to talk about Capcom's response to it. But Dragon's Dogma 2 is an incredible game that has so many self-inflicted L's, it just doesn't make any sense. How do you release a game that doesn't have the ability to start a new game or delete your save?
I will say it does make sense to me. It may not make sense to Legendary Drops. Maybe he's being a little obtuse on purpose. It makes perfect sense with the way the gaming industry is going. They want microtransactions. They want a way to hook people in for more money. This is not a Capcom issue, although Capcom is pushing this. This is a industry-wide issue right now, and it's completely, a lot of this is understandable. Now, he is going to talk about how they managed to be a big company and release this amazing game. When it's got the FPS problems it has in towns, for instance, when they should have fixed that first. And he's right on that. They should have fixed that first, absolutely. But for most of the issues with the game, I totally understand people's frustrations, but I think they're blown out of proportion, and they're... how do I put this? If you've got a problem with wolves running loose in your town and attacking everything they see, okay, and let's call that the gaming industry, the town being the gamers, and the gaming industry being very predatory, right? You get a problem with your town being overrun by wolves, You don't go into your neighbor's yard and start screaming at their little poodle in their fenced up in their yard and blaming the poodle. It makes no fucking sense. And I think that's what people are doing here. They're shitting on Capcom. They're shitting on Dragon's Dogma 2. It's an industry-wide problem. You're screaming about this, and your bad reviews on Steam are doing zero other than making you look like asshole idiots. So calm the fuck down. The only way you can stop this trend across the industry is get the entire gaming community together and stop buying any games that do anything you don't like. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. It ain't happening. You can't get two gamers to agree on anything. So that ain't happening. So whatever the gaming industry decides to do, you're fucked. You're stuck with it. Stop gaming, stop buying games, and stop gaming. And when I say stop buying games, I'm not advocating stealing. Stop buying games, stop playing games, stop thinking about games, stop talking about games. That's your option, or take it.
Dragon's Dogma 2 is currently an 87 on Metacritic and an 89 on OpenCritic, with 96% of reviewers recommend.
That's the point I wanted people to see. This is what I want people to see.
It's an incredible game that has so many self-inflicted L's, it just doesn't make any sense. How do you release a game that doesn't have the ability to start a new game or delete your save?
It's not that big of a deal.
Dragon's Dogma 2 is currently an 87 on Metacritic and an 89 on OpenCritic, with 96% of reviewers recommending the game.
87 and 89 with 96% of viewers recommending the game. It's that other fucking 4% that are screaming so loud across the internet right now, okay? So when you see a big outcry amongst gamers, okay, realize in this case it's 4%. They're just the only ones making noise. The other 96% are just quietly putting in their review or their score or their thumbs up and continuing to play the game. They're not the ones trying to get your attention like I am with the fact that maybe the game is actually really good with some issues that they will work out. 96% favorable, people.
Content creators who got early review copies have almost universally jumped in to say that it is one of the greatest RPGs to play and have had a great time playing it with very few caveats.
Sure. He goes on to mention that, when they reviewed it, they didn't know about the microtransactions because those dropped literally, boom, when the game dropped. Yeah, I get that. But again, you don't like microtransactions. I don't like microtransactions. You know what? I don't make microtransactions. Now, Legendary will go in and talk about reasons why microtransactions can be bad, whether or not you actually purchase them. He has some points that I semi-agree with. You can watch the entirety of his video down below in the link. But I will say I don't do microtransaction purchases, so they don't bother me. On a very small occasion, I might purchase something if I want to, because I want to, and I choose to. This is a choice you can have. Nothing here is you're being forced to purchase it. If you choose to purchase it, fine. If you choose to get upset about the fact that the option to purchase something is there, all right. We call that free market, don't we? Isn't that kind of free market? Like, don't you want choices? I mean, don't you want people to mod it and put choices into the game that you can choose that weren't in the game to begin with? Is that kind of not the same thing, other than the fact maybe you're not paying for your mods, but still. I'm just saying there's other ways of looking at all these things. I'm opening up the conversation, people. As always, this is Miss Valley Entertainment News. My name is Dredd. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell for notifications, all that good stuff. 1 billion% of people who come to this site aren't actually, a member or a subscriber. So become one of the 1 trillion% that really, really wants to. Thank you all, by the way, for making this site the success it is. I enjoy the conversations. I enjoy the videos. I enjoy doing this. It is my passion. I love it. Thank you all for accepting me and coming along for this great ride. We're taking it forward. So jump in. Let me know what you think about what's going on with Dragon's Dogma. Do you think the 4% is just being too loud? Or do you think, my take on the gaming industry is shit? Or do you agree with me? Or do you have some other opinion entirely about something maybe completely off topic that we might want to discuss? Jump in and let me know. My name is Dredd. See y'all later. Bye-bye.